Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my video. Today I'm going to be doing this tutorial on this makeup, and I've used a lot of new products in this video. I'll show you, kind of walk you through those items, and then it's a couple items that I actually rediscovered in my own collection that I was like, oh wait, I kind of do like that product. I'll walk you through those items, and I'll also show you how to create this eye makeup using the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe. So if you guys want to see how I do it, then keep watching. On my face, I've already put on the Embryolisse Moisturizer. It's pretty emollient. It's not going to withstand any oils, and it's only because I've just ran out of my other one and I don't want to open it. I just want to use this up, run out of that one, and then open another one. So this is on my face, and on my lips I just put on this sugar scrub from Milani. It's the Keep It Sweet Sugar Lip Scrub. I love this. It's so moisturizing. It's super shiny. There's still like flecks of sugar on my lips because I rubbed it through. I don't really think that sugar scrubs exfoliate dry lip particles like the way, you know, how you have peely lips. None do that. They don't grip them. They don't, like, you know, pull them away. I think it's just not strong enough as, like, you know, sandpaper. I don't know. I think it's a gimmick when people say, you know, oh, like, get those sugar scrubs to remove those parts of your lips. It doesn't really do it. But what this does do is it moisturizes my lips so nicely, and it does, like, kind of like invigorate them and kind of get them ready for a lip product. And it leaves behind like a nice, shiny, very emollient but not sticky chapstick behind. It's number 2. There's 2 lip products that they have. They look the same to me, but number 2 is look for the one that says scrub. Alright, today I'm going to be playing with my eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep my eyes with some 24-hour base from MAC. Alright, I'm going to be using only the Jaclyn Hill palette with this video tutorial. So here's the palette. I played with it several times, and I wanted to do that first before I went ahead and like did tutorials. So I actually just glued my little sticker thing up here because this is it, and this is the color that I use here to set everything. And this is like more of like my the bare shade, so to speak. I put that all over the eyes just so that it can kind of disguise a little bit of the veins as well as set the primer. And as you can see, hopefully you can tell the difference between this one and this one. It just gives it a little bit more coverage. I'm going to try to do the exact same thing I just did yesterday when I filmed this, or when I like played with this look. I'm going to take this color right here as my transition. It's called, whoopsie, it's called Pukey. Oh, that first color was called Silk Cream. Or Silk Creme, I don't know. So I'm putting this as my transition all over. And these colors are really nice. I have been playing with them for a while, and I think they're great. I think their shimmery products are very similar to the regular ones. I don't find them necessarily to be like any different, because I really don't think that the other ones were bad per se or anything like that or needed improvement. I just like don't really see a huge difference between the like 350 palette shimmery colors and these. There's just one color in here that reminds me a lot of a pressed pigment because it does have a few glitter particles in them. But other than that, like, they're very similar to the regular old packaging. But they're nice. I like them a lot. I like the whole color scheme for sure. Alright, and this color is like so tricky because a lot of people don't make this color. It's like a hunter green. I know MAC sells one that's really great, but this one is called Enchanted. So I'm gonna put that on the inner corner, so pretty much where my crease like naturally goes. And this brush is amazing for this because it fits right in the socket. It's this little one from MAC, 239. And I'm putting it right in the socket. So not everyone's eyes are symmetrical. Most everyone's eyes are not symmetrical, so just try to figure out how you can make it as symmetrical as possible by creating that symmetry. So for me, like, mine is a little bit more rounded on the right side than the left side, so I have to round out this side more. Looks good. And then I'm going to take the outer corner too and dab it a little bit, and I'm just going to go right where my lashes end. I'm going to try my best not to go above it. I've been trying to keep my eyeshadows lower right on my crease because I realized I've been creating like a higher crease, and I kind of wanted to see how it looks with just a lower crease, and I like it. I've been liking it a lot. So I'm going to keep building and like creating a shape, and I'm going to connect it at the very top very slightly, so that when I look straight you can kind of see where it connects. So how was everyone's 4th of July? I personally don't love fireworks. I think they're really dangerous, and I've just been seeing so many things online already of people just destroying their bodies and like destroying their hands. Oh, there was a football player who destroyed his hands, like totally like disintegrated every single one of his fingers. Oh my gosh, just so gross. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just kind of like work those in. My poor dog, we were walking him outside. It was probably like 8 o'clock, so it wasn't super dark, but everybody on our block was starting to just do it with the fireworks. And like he was supposed to have gone poop, and it was his scheduled time. Like he no matter what will go poop, and he couldn't concentrate. He was so scared. He thought all of the fireworks were like targeted at him. I swear, it was the saddest thing. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color Diva. Diva is one of those colors that does have like more of like a pressed pigment-esque quality to it. There are some small glitters in there, and I really like it. I didn't really need to necessarily use a spray or anything like that. I just kind of put it right on. And I'm filling this in the areas where I don't have any eyeshadow. They blend really well together, these two colors, which is why I was like, oh man, I kind of wanted the outside to stay matte, but it looks beautiful. I didn't need to spray anything or anything like that. I'm just kicking off some of that extra in the areas on the edge. And I'm going to press a little bit more with my finger, just to really pack it in there. You know what I did, because I wanted it to pop just a little bit more, I took the color Obsessed, which is this color right over here, and I took that with my finger and added it on top, because I wanted it to really like come through and come forward, and this helped accentuate that. I'm gonna move on from the eyes for a second because I'm kind of getting bored, which is what I always do. So I'm gonna move on to the face. I'm gonna mix two foundations. This one lasts all day long on me. It's the Prolongwear by MAC. This is an NC40, so it's not my tone, but I like to mix it with the Wet n Wild Caramel foundation because this is a little bit darker and they mix perfectly, because the Wet n Wild one, I feel like it mixes well with any foundation. So what I normally do, oh, and I didn't put primer, but I have this moisturizer that's still pretty sticky. So I usually will put this guy all in the perimeters of my face, all over. I will kind of dot it in the areas that like I really need to make sure will not get greasy. Okay, so I'm going to take my beauty blender, and usually I try to go with the darkest color and push it back into my hairline. And then everywhere else I'll just kind of mix it up. I've been doing this concoction for a while. I've been freelancing a lot at MAC, and whenever I freelance at MAC, I like to wear the actual MAC foundation, because I don't want to, like, a lot of people, when they see you, they just automatically want like the product that you're using, because they think that that's exactly what they need, even though it may not be the best match for them or the best like in terms of foundation type. But I still like to just at least give them a reference of like what I'm wearing, because you know, it's just, I just don't like, I know a lot of people wear different foundations, or they don't even wear MAC foundations when they're there. I do. I like to wear them. For my concealer, I'm going to stick with this Shape Tape by Tarte. The color that I use is in Tan Sand, and I like this color a lot because it actually, I think like eventually it'll be, actually, probably is now, my complexion color. So it's not necessarily something that's going to be highlighting underneath my eyes, but I don't always like it for it to be highlighting. I like other pens for that, to accentuate that. So what this does is it neutralizes everything underneath, makes it look nice and even, so that when I go in with a highlighter, it can actually highlight. But it does, it lifts it underneath my eye really well. I love the way this looks. Okay, I'm going to set underneath my eyes a little bit with the Mercier powder. And I'm not going to do it with this sponge. I'm actually going to use it with a very small brush. This is from e.l.f. It's actually their blush brush. and I'm just gonna stamp it underneath gently. I'm just gonna press it in certain areas. I'm gonna fill in my brows really quickly with the Anastasia Duo Brow. This is in the color dark brown, and I'm gonna be using the dark brown, the darker brown on the outer edges, and then the lighter brown in the front. And I'm gonna use the same dark green underneath the eye. So I'm gonna brush that just on the outer edge and the inner edge. It's pretty much the same thing we did up top. And I'm gonna take a little bit more of that Diva color and put it in the center. So I'm gonna make sure that the edges round out nicely. So I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and just kind of make sure that it all blends right. And then with the fluffy brush, I'm gonna tap that into the Mercier powder. And I like to do this specifically in the areas where I'm gonna contour, bronze, and add blush, just so it doesn't skip. And then I'm gonna take MAC Give Me Sun to really just warm up everything. I like to use this more as bronzing than anything. I'm gonna bring it in my neck because my neck's a little white compared to everything. I always take my regular brush and just kind of go over everything just to make sure that I didn't overdo it with the bronzing, because sometimes I look in the mirror when I'm outside and I overdid it. One thing I want to tell you guys about is this mascara. I actually really like it. I originally said that it was just okay, I'm probably gonna return it. It took me a few days to like even remember where the receipt was, and then I couldn't find it. And then I just was like, you know what, let me use it again. And I actually really like it. So just goes to show you, mascaras are very tricky. I don't think it's like amazing and like the best thing ever the way other people do, but I do like it. I think it's very comparable to like the, you know, Carbon Black and things like that, but it's not the one-all be-all of mascaras per se, but I do really like it. And this one's called the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. Okay, I'm on my last season of Gossip Girl, and I'm understanding why all the drama and hype was around it. It's so funny. It's obviously not like, my sister hates me for watching it, but I like it. I like what I like. Alright, I'm using my regular All Peaches by MAC, this guy right here. It's so crazy because whenever I show this to customers and I say that I wear it, they're always like, really? Because it looks so light in the display, but that's just compared to all the other colors. I'm like, yeah, I wear it. It's my fave. Okay, I'm using MAC Whisper of Guilt. I can't believe I still have this. I hear they're coming back with this. That's the rumor. And it's amazing. I'm really hungry right now. I could really go for some cereal. But I'm gonna have oatmeal instead. I'm gonna put a little bit here. I'm not gonna put any lashes today because I just don't really feel like putting them on, and I just don't think that they're necessary, really. Yeah, I put on this color Toast by Motives, and it's a really beautiful, like, I don't know, it's like a peachy, it's very pigmented too. It matches my lips really well, and it kind of disguises some of the brownish tones. Like, I don't want to say disguises, like as if I wanted to disguise it, but it blends well with my brownish tone lips. Yeah, so this is the finished makeup. I always love filming these for you guys, so let me know if there's any other looks that you want me to recreate, or if there's a look that you're just like wanting me to try out for the first time. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks so much for watching. If you don't follow me on social media, on Instagram I post every single day, except for the exception of the last week. I didn't post 2 days in a row, which was weird. And then on Snapchat I post every day. Usually on Snapchat, that's where I find where I will like create a look randomly in my vanity, and I'll sit down and I'll talk to you guys about it, and then I will ask if you guys want me to create it. So I always ask for your feedback on there. So if you don't follow me on either one of those, make sure that you are doing it. I have the links below, so it makes it nice and easy for you to click on it and, you know, follow, subscribe, whatever it is. Make sure you're subscribing to this channel. I post videos every week. I'll see you guys later. Bye.